Alright, so recently many people have been getting the Drift Stealth or the Drift HD as their helmet camera, which is a good choice, I don't blame them. But this video is basically to show how I personally mount my Drift HD on the helmet. A lot of people have been getting the camera and they don't know exactly how to mount it, or they're kind of looking for input on how other people mount their camera, just so they can get an idea of how to start. So this video is going to show how I personally do it. I have the, I mount my camera on the side of the helmet, like most people do. Some people actually mount it on the top of their helmet. As you can see here, I put on a Velcro patch where if I wanted to, I could take this off and then put it onto the top. One thing bad about this helmet is that it has like a ridge right here, as you can see, and so that interferes with the mounting of the camera. Well, that's why I had to mount it at this angle. I basically took this mount, slid it back and forth and stuff to see where I could get it so that it would have the least amount of wiggle room or whatever, so it's on the helmet as much as it could be without falling off or whatever. I kind of did it so that this mount is kind of straddling the groove a bit, so it's got very minimal moving, and since you can see also too, the mount itself is curved, so ideally it fits on the top of the helmet a lot easier than it would on the side, which is another reason why it makes it kind of hard to mount on the side, is because the surface is a lot straighter than the actual curve of the mount itself. So that's another reason why it doesn't fit as good as it could. Most people mount their camera on this side of the helmet just so that the display of the camera is right side up. But the reason I did it on this side is so I could maneuver the camera while riding the bike if I needed to. Because this is my clutch hand that I can easily remove to well, I mean, not remove my hand, but I can easily take off the handlebar so I can operate the camera if needed. Alright, now you're wondering, where do I put my microphone? Well, many people mount their microphones inside the cheek pad right here or something, or some people even put it like right up here at the top. Some people have very low voices, so they are actually able to mount it right up in front. I mount my microphone. Can you see it? You can probably tell where it is. It's up here. This little round ball, that's the microphone. Basically, it's kind of behind this. Underneath this is the styrofoam for the helmet, I think. I don't know. It's something. It's something very hard that doesn't compress. And basically I kind of pulled it away from the helmet shell and put it back there. And I have the wire wired inside around back behind here all the way around to over here, because I have my camera on this side. And when I'm not using the camera, I have it actually stored, and just snap off that one area for the cheek pad, and I have it stored right back here somewhere. Where is it? Here it is. And I just snap it back in. So when I want to use the camera, I just undo this back latch, slide the camera in, and then plug it in, and I'm ready to go. I don't use the rubber boot only because I only use this camera when it's bright and sunny out, and I don't really worry about it getting wet. A lot of people are complaining about this being like flopping around in the wind when they're using the camera. What I do is I actually take this off completely. How to do that is there's like a little pin on this side, or right in the hinge, there's a little pin. You kind of just get something very skinny and you poke it out and you take needle nose pliers and you pull it out the rest of the way, and this will just come off. So it'll be exposed completely in the back, but that's no problem because I'm not riding in the rain. Then after I'm done with the camera, and I can take it off or whatever, and then I can just store this clip back into my side cheek pad. Just tuck it back in there, close it back up. Now you're ready to go. There's no wires inside here to interfere with my writing or anything. So basically my microphone is installed in here basically all the time I ride. I kind of want to try mounting the camera up here on the top just so I have a new angle. Usually when you mount it up on the top too, it actually removes the helmet from anywhere inside the frame of when you're recording, which is kind of cool. And it gives you a higher perspective as well. But the only thing is, I don't really want the wire kind of like hanging around here. So I was trying to figure out a way where I can kind of route into the helmet from this air vent or something. But I haven't quite figured it out completely. I may have to take this part off, the top diffuser out, or whatever, top vent, and drill a small hole or something, or go through the holes, just so it's big enough so I can fit the connector through, or the microphone. But that's where I mount the camera. That's how I mount my microphone in my helmet. This is actually a Scorpion EXO 700. I forgot to say that. Very nice helmet for the price. A lot of people don't know if they're angling their camera properly. Well, here's one way of finding out. This is the one way I kind of... I'm going to take this visor off. Here's one way I kind of angle the camera. Once you figure out where you're mounting this plate, you figure out, what angle, because this thing actually spins around. You can tighten it around any direction you need to. What I do is I kind of line up, I make sure this is kind of level with this, so that you can kind of get the angle right. As you can see, if you angle it, about parallel to the top of this brim or whatever, your angle is pretty good. I mean, it's a wide angle lens, so it's gonna catch more field of view anyway, so you actually have more play of how you can mount it. And of course, all HD or all drift cameras have the rotating lens in front. You can just look at the helmet from front and make sure it's this little tab is up vertically completely. Basically, figure out how you're gonna angle it. I line it up with the top here. It's kind of a nice little trick. And then you just take it out, and then you tighten it down, and then you install it. That's how you get a nice angle. So that's my video on how to basically mount my camera on my helmet, how I angle it properly, and how I store my microphone inside my helmet while I'm not using it. I just pop this open, pull out the mic cable, plug it into the back of the camera, and I'm good to go. When I'm not using it, it just tucks right back in there. You can snap up the cheek pad, and you're good to go.